Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Season 42 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the running of the Foxwoods 301 here today at the Magic Mile, and we have ourselves a rare occurrence here on the front row as both cars from the same team start on the front row here in today's race as Matt Gomes starts on the pole in the 38, and alongside him his teammate Wyatt Quayle in the 34, both with the Pete Store running in the front of their hoods here in today's race. So both teammates running the same sponsor and both starting on the front row here today. Row 2 has Ryan Durante in the 48 and the 6 of Isaiah Bernesh. And row 3 is Sharona Evans and Ethan O'Connor. And row 4 is Nick Suchita and Thomas Mockford. And Ross Boss and Nicky Maxwell round out your top 10. And let's take a look at the drivers, the rest of the drivers here starting in New Hampshire. Last weekend it came down to overtime under the lights at Kentucky, and a rookie was able to lock his spot in the playoffs, and that was Cole Binion in the 24, starts in the middle pack in the 24 today. But we had two straight first-time winners here in this season, Thomas Mockford and Cole Binion, and we shall see if we will get a third first-time winner in a row here today. 31 laps in New Hampshire in the Magic Mile as you take a look as the two front row motorsports cars starting on the front row with the same sponsor. You rarely see that in any race whatsoever, and I swear this was not made up. This was completely randomized, and it just was a big coincidence to have those two cars up in the front. Anyway, we're going green in New Hampshire. Isaiah Bernesh in the second spot already as he's trying to work his way up to the front. And there you see he makes the pass on the number 34 car. Three wide battle in the middle right here as you see the 4 Zachary Fitzwater just took that spot away. And now Bernesh is in the second spot and Matt Gomes has pulled away. Very quickly, Matt Gomes, he is just on another level right now as he has pulled ahead already. And Ryan Durante is going to go for third spot away from the 34 Wyatt Quayle. The 48 car still trying to pass the 34. That 34, though, has got a better run on the high line, but can he hold on? 34's losing that grip, and that 48's trying to get by him. 48 still trying to hang on to third spot. And Ethan O'Connor is still trying to hang on as well. There's Ethan O'Connor in the 78 also trying to get by Wyatt Quayle. And there you see the 6 car Isaiah Bernesh is trying to close in on Matt Gomes. And up to this point, last season, Isaiah Bernesh had 3 victories, but he would not achieve another win that in the season again. But again, up to this point, he had 3 wins last season, so Bernesh is really an expert in the PLCS. And he's trying to close in on Matt Gomes. We'll see if the 6 car can make a run on the 38. And Isaiah Bernesh would love nothing more than to come back into the playoffs with a win here today. Try to get himself back into the postseason, trying to compete for a championship. He's doing pretty good. He's trying to close in on the 38. Still trying to wait for the right time to make his move. And I think he might have found it. Here he comes. And here he goes for the lead. And the 6 car of Isaiah Bernesh trying to clear the 38 of Matt Gomes, and he's able to clear him. And the 6 car is your new leader. Isaiah Bernesh has taken the lead from Matt Gomes. Now he's trying to pull away on his own. Ryan Durante's up to third place right now. He's able to clear the 34 of Wyatt Quayle, and now he's trying to catch that second spot of Matt Gomes. And here's the rest of the top 10 running right now as you see a couple of drivers with experience all around here in this in the middle pack especially. And there's Cole Binion, not really doing a great race so far, but he already has a win last week at Kentucky. Came out of nowhere to take that victory in overtime at Kentucky Speedway last weekend. His first career win, and now Cole Binion already in the playoffs, but not doing so great with his teammates right now in the back of the pack. But Binion doesn't have to worry about not getting in the playoffs without a win because he already has a win to get in the playoffs. So Cole Binion is good to go. Ryan Durante has not won so far this season, and neither has Matt Gomes. And both of them are trying to get in the playoffs here today with a win. Same for Isaiah Burnett, who hasn't won this season. The top five cars, and I would say the top six cars, in fact, have yet to win this season. All trying to get a win before the halfway point to get himself in the All-Star race. Otherwise, they would have to run in the All-Star Showdown. There you see the Thomas Mockford is like the highest driver right now, currently with a victory this season. He is running seventh. He was the winner at Chicagoland. The eight car was the winner at Chicagoland. So now he's running a pretty solid run in the top 10 so far. He's trying to make a move also to get to the front. Has been a tough road for some of these drivers coming in, and here's Zach Fitzwater trying to make another move on the 37. That is Daniel Bouchard right now running the 37 car. We'll see if the 4 car can hang on and make that move, and both of them are running side by side. And Cole Binion just got passed, and now he's in dead last place. What a turnaround, as last week he was the winner. Now Cole Binion is officially running in last place in 40th. A complete turnaround from last week's race for the 24 team. And you don't see that very often. And the 6 car has just been dominant after taking the lead early on in the race, and he has not been, and no one's been able to get by the 6. That 6 car has been on fire, firing on all cylinders. But we haven't seen drivers come to pit road yet here in this race, so the question is, will they come to the pits? Will we see some drivers pitting before the checkered flag comes out? And I'm sure there'll be some pit stops, and it'll be make or break for some of these drivers, and for some of them, might be their only chance to get a victory here today. The 48 car has been trying to close in on Wyatt Quayle, but Matt Gomes, but it looks like he's not been able to get that pass by. So Matt Gomes still trying to hang on to that second spot, hoping for something to happen with 16 to go. And now we will have 15 laps to go here at New Hampshire. And Ethan O'Connor trying to hang on over Sharona Evans, trying to hang on that position, that fifth spot. Ethan O'Connor, he was in the top 5 last week. I think he was in 3rd place he finished, so he's looking for another top 5 finish. That's 78. He's been knocking on the door to get that win. He's been real close a couple times this season. All still trying to get that victory here in season 42. Now it looks like Sharon Evans might have a chance on that 78. It doesn't look like gonna get the run. Doesn't look like she's gonna get the run here. It looks like time might be running out for the 10 car to defend their title as defending series champions. Got to get a win here to have a chance at defending the crown. Sharon Evans still trying to get that win this season. Oh, look at the 34 and the 78 battling it out for position. Could be a race here. We could be seeing a bit of a race for the top five. Ooh, 48's too tight. Went too high in the corner, and now the 34 is a chance to get by the 48. Try to get those two back together. Oh, but might not be able to get that run here on the corner. 34, 38 both battling to stay up in the front. Now the 34 gets too high, and that might be a chance for Ethan O'Connor to get by for the position. And this 6 car, he's just been unstoppable all race long so far after taking the lead early on in the race. He has just been unstoppable. This has been his race all day long. The 6 car trying to add another victory. Isaiah Bernesh trying to get himself back into the playoffs. Last season he had 3 wins up to this point. He hasn't won, I think, so far. But this could be the day he's back. He could be back in the playoffs. He could come back into the playoffs and try to compete for that championship. 10 laps to go in New Hampshire. His lead is just ever growing. Oh, we might have a battle here. Ross Boss and Thomas Mockford battle for position. It's Ross Boss trying to close the deal on the 8 car, but that 8 car is still trying to run up on the high line. 18 still trying to hang on. Oh, 18 a little slippery, but he is going to make the move. He's got him. And the 18 car gets by. A big move on that 8. And now he's in 5th. And there's a caution. A caution just came out. Who would have ever thought that a caution would come out on this stage of the race? Let's take a look what happened. As you see, the 00 got into the 96. And he went around. And that's what brought the caution out. So now strategy plays a factor here today. Who is going to pit under caution? And I'm sure the leaders will come down to pit as it's almost about very late into the race. I'm sure they're going to come to pit road right now under this caution flag. So that yellow came out, and now you got to think about strategy. And looks like the 6 already knows what he's doing. He's coming to pit road. That 6 car looks like he's going to He's going to lead the field down to the pits. There he goes, and he leads the field down to pit road under caution. Late in the race here at New Hampshire, drivers coming to pit, and we'll see if anybody. I don't know. I don't think anybody's going to stay out at this one. They're all going to pit. They're all going to. Looks like they're all going to take it. They're all going to decide. They're all going to go to pit road. So there they go. All of them on pit road. Let's see who's out first off the pits. 6 car was the leader. He's been dominant today, but will his pit crew deliver? Oh, 1 car is off first. It looks like it's the 19 of Giovanni Castillo. The 19 team comes off first out of everybody. Wow. Either that was a fast pit stall, they went with a different strategy than everybody. And the 19 car, I didn't even see him put on the tires. Oh, wow. He is going for it. He's going to run those old tires until they are completely worn out and is going to try to hang on for this race win. Castillo won the Coca-Cola 600 earlier this season to get himself in the playoffs, and now he's looking to get his second win here today in New Hampshire, but it's going to be a little tough with those worn tires. Got very old tires on. He only put on the fuel, I see, on pit road, and the question is, will they last? Will the 19's tires last till the end of the race? Will he hold off the 6? That 6 car has led the most laps so far, but the 19 is going on a different strategy under caution. We'll see if it works out for him at the end. Here we go. Just 5 laps to go in New Hampshire. It's going to come down to the wire, folks. It's going to be a great race here today. It's going to be a great finish, I'm sure of it. And here we go back to the green here at New Hampshire. Here comes the 19, here comes the 6, and the tires have been worn out for the 19 already. It didn't even last a single lap. The tires have all been worn out for the 19, and he's coming to the pits. Oh, what a blow for the 19. He tried his best to run on just one set of tires, and he just couldn't hold on. Just was not able to hold on to the pack. Coming to 3 laps to go here at New Hampshire as it's has come back around to Isaiah Bernesh in the lead. Can he hold off the hungry pack behind him? 19 off pit road, but he will not be a factor. He should not slow down the leaders. It looks like they're good to go. It looks like they won't be getting slowed down by the 19. 48's going to get one more chance maybe with 2 to go as we're about to get 2 laps to go in New Hampshire. Oh, if there's a caution and we'll come down to overtime, I'm sure it's going to be crazy. I'm sure of it. 48 car's trying everything he can to get by the 6. That 6 car has just been so strong today. We'll see if he can hang on the final laps. As we come to the white flag next time by with 1 lap to go for Isaiah Bernesh. Can he hold off the pack for the win? Here we go. 48's too high, and that might be what the 6 needed. 78 trying to get second away. Looks like he won't be able to do so, but the 6 car was able to get the run he needed. Here he comes down the final corner, and Isaiah Bernesh is going to do it again. He takes the checkered flag at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And a dominating day is capped off with a win by Isaiah Bernesh, and he is going to be back in the playoffs. The 6 car returns to the playoffs. And what a win for Isaiah Bernesh. He takes it here today at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at the final results on the left of your screen. And here's how all the other drivers finished in the field. As Ryan Durante gave it all he got, but was not able to get by the 6 car when the checkered flag waved. And here's the rest of the field, how they finished on down below. The only lap car was Giovanni Castillo. He tried his best to really stretch the tires out, but he just couldn't last a single lap on those old tires, man. It was only a matter of time before they were going to be completely worn out. And yeah, he did try his best. He tried to make things interesting this race. Otherwise, this was mostly a slow race, but we had that caution that had a little bit of a twist in the middle, only to see it change back to what it was before mostly. And Bernesh, though, was able to win an interesting race here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He collects another victory here in the PLCS. In the previous season, as I mentioned earlier, he had 3 wins, and he did not achieve another victory during the playoffs. But this time, though, he's trying to. Sorry about that. Anyway, but this season, though, he wants a different result. He wants a much better result, and wants to be a champion here in the PLCS this time. But we'll see if he will collect another win or 2, and maybe we'll see if he'll be a champion. But anyway, just updating the winners list, and guess what? He has achieved his 15th career win in the PLCS, which now ties him with former champion Philip Goldberg. So a pretty solid career he has so far, and still no championship to prove it. But Isaiah Bernesh is still looking for that championship here this season. And today marks his 15th career win in the PLCS in race 15 of season 42. Now tying him with Philip Goldberg on the list. So until next time, we will see you guys next week. And we will be heading to the next 3 races in Tennessee, starting with Bristol Motor Speedway. So until then, we will see you at the last Great Coliseum, Bristol.